We are live, local and loud for the very first time here on Radio Fox. So welcome to you, and all our guests are going to be sharing some of their music and some of their chat with us between now and 2 o'clock. Kevin, what is live, local and loud, and who have we got on the lineup today?
Okie doke, Jazz. Thank you very much for the introduction. I must admit, it's lovely here in these new studios. Right, Live, Local and Loud is just basically a radio show just to try and promote Leicester's wonderful musicians and try and get people down to see them live. And also just by interviewing them and hearing some of their stuff, and also the odd acoustic song as well. So I'll just quickly run into who we've got today, or that sounds wrong. Go over who we've got today. So on today's show, we've got a young chap called Andrew Moran, extremely talented guy who plays covers with his guitar. He plays a lot of local open mic nights. He writes his own instrumentals and does a number of covers, so it'd be great to hear from him. He's also performing at Glastonbury next weekend. We'll also have a band called One Town Over, a rock indie folk acoustic kind of band. They'll be doing a live performance in the studio, doing some of their acoustic stuff, so it'll be great to hear from them. They're also performing at Glastonbury next weekend. And also we've got young Mr. Strizzy Strauss as well. There's a bit of a mouthful for you, Jazz. He's a wholesome rapper. It's all positive stuff that he writes about, so it'd be great to hear from Strizzy.
And we don't need to talk about Strizzy because we can talk to him. He's with us in the studio. He's our very first guest on Radio Fox's Live, Local and Loud. Hi Strizzy, welcome.
Thank you, you're right.
Yeah, we're all good, thanks Strizzy. Strizzy, let's just dive in at the deep end. Strizzy, tell us about your style of music.
What it is, I'm a hip-hopper. Well, I'm a hip-hopper. I'm a rapper from Leicester. I'm not your typical rapper in terms of what you'd hear every day. I try and come with, provide a different, an alternative narrative to what you might hear right now. All my music is based on trying to inspire and motivate the next generation, especially my children. So I'm trying to create, in theory, an audiobook for my children. So as I go through life and go through certain situations, they can put on Daddy's CD and be like, he knows what he's on about on track 7. Do you know what I mean?
So you write about things that happened to you and around you, is that? Yeah.
Everyday life is just an inspiration to me. For example, I released a video for my first EP, The Art of Summarizing Life, called The Day Shift. So basically the song is self-explanatory from the title. It's about when I used to work in a warehouse. I won't say the company's name, but I hated it. Do you get what I mean? But I created a song where I just went through the timetable of my day and just speak about everyday issues, how it affected me.
And Strizzy, so you write your own music?
Yeah, definitely.
That must be quite tough.
I find it quite therapeutic, if I'm honest with you. I don't know how, from a writer's perspective, I don't know how people get through life without writing. Do you get what I mean? Because there's so many pressures in life, like maintaining families, going to work, paying bills. Do you get what I mean? So to write, it's a nice little escape for me for like an hour or two every night. Do you get what I mean?
Did you kind of carry around a notepad or a smartphone or something, and you just constantly jotting down ideas?
Well, I used to write in a pad a lot, but I shouldn't really say it on air. But I smoked. Do you get what I mean? So I had to go in the garden when I was smoking. So it's a case of writing in my phone now. Do you get what I mean? So.
That's good, wherever you can capture your ideas.
Yeah.
Strizzy, we're going to put on your first song. It's called Driven. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about the song and introduce it for us?
Basically, there's tracks inspired by relationships. I feel nowadays, most of the time relationships fail or there's a breakdown because of communication. And I felt like it was important to convey a message to my partner to let her know that I love her. And she consistently inspires me. And with even more emphasis now that my music career is taking off, I just wanted to emphasize it even more and just let her know that I'm here forever. Do you get what I mean? They say behind every great man, there's a great woman fueling that drive. Yeah, driven by the dream of being something more. It's more than what they see, this thing is something pure, something raw. They're stuck on pause, I'm trying to start abroad. Yeah, with my C's, me and my girl, they're on one accord. Real. She struck a chord when we had a talk. So now I'm doing more, trying to show her what she loves me for. Show her that I love her more, building on a good rapport. She's a queen, my best friend, she deserves it all. I feel empowered with her by my side. They say a coward dies 1,000 times. With me and her it's do or die, it's vital that I treat her right. Without her man I wouldn't survive. Another day in this rat race. She brings peace to a bad day. She don't pre what them gals say. Feels what I do and in the crowd when I'm on a stage.
I see you in my dreams as I close my eyes. I really need you as a part of my life. And although I just know that I'll still love you till the end of my time. I hope you know I'll never leave you behind. Leave you behind.
It's more than words when her brother's with her. Yeah. She knows my soul and my heart together. Alright. I told her hold it man, it here forever. See. Cause every day you make her brother better. Yeah. You make me calmer than I used to feel. Stronger now I know it's real. Hoping we can seal the deal. I told her baby you can hold the wheel. Come on, I trust you and I know it's real. You shine a light on a dark road. Pulled me out a deep hole. Now we got a sweet home. You brought life to a lost soul. A family to grind for, the reason I stand tall. With you it ain't a money thing. Money cut on by the things you like them other chicks. I love it when we vibe, cause your mind's on some other ish. Sharpening my style, by my side you make a brother king.
I see you in my dreams as I close my eyes. I really need you as a part of my life. And although I just know that I'll still love you till the end of my time. I hope you know I'll never leave you behind. Leave you behind.
I love she loves me and I love her back. The chemistry between us something they could never match. Reenact, recreate without a proper blast. I love her more than any trapper says he loves his cash. Money over bitch, but my missus she's a woman. I used to get it twisted, now I treat her like she's something. Treat her like she's equal, cause to me she's something special. Find I feel I'm winning, I don't even need a medal. Foot to the pedal, riding now in the fast lane. Me and her are close, I'm telling her she needs my last name. Catching joke, I love her laugh, love her pretty face. Love the way she holds me close, how she says my name. She's my dame, I'm my man, she's the one I love. She's the one, she's the queen, she's the one I trust. I got her back, she's got my back, nobody's blocking that. Growing more every day, sticking to the plan.
I see you in my dreams as I close my eyes. I really need you as a part of my life. And although I just know that I'll still love you till the end of my time. I hope you know I'll never leave you behind. Leave you behind.
That is a track called Driven from our first studio guest here on Live Local and Loud, and of course that is Strizzy. Strizzy, let's talk a little bit about what you got going on at the moment. Can you tell us some of the venues that you perform at?
I've performed at Too Funky Music Cafe. I perform there a lot of the time. Like VJ Mystery, he's helped me a lot in terms of putting me in position to perform and whatnot. I've performed at the Shed with HQ. Like they're a studio in Leicester, like they're trying to do things musically, and like Yasin, he's a good guy as well, he's put me on a few things as well. I performed all over, like Brixton Chip Shop, I've been there a few times with Amwat London. I performed in Corby with Enablers at different places. I performed at a few festivals, House of Verse, Riverside Festival I did last year, Wildside Festival, Festival Too Funky. I performed at quite a few places last year, and what it was, I felt that was important in terms of my artist development. Like I feel you've got to be able to perform your music and be able to touch people with your music.
Yeah, so. And it sounds like you're spreading yourself quite wide. You're not kind of narrowing it down to a certain type of venue or location, which, so it sounds like you're kind of on the upward curve, if you like.
Trying to be.
So would you say the R&B theme in genre in Leicester's quite thriving at the moment? I think it sounds like you're doing lots of stuff, going lots of places.
Well, hip-hop, not so much R&B, but I'd say I think the music scene in Leicester generally at the moment is, I think it's in a good space. There's so many people doing different things. People are... we're getting to a stage where people are comfortable being the person that they are and the artist that they are. They're not trying to chase a sound. And I think the Midlands as a whole is creating its own identity to where we're becoming very strong. Do you know what I mean? That's just my personal take on it. So yeah, I think it's a good time to be an artist.
Yeah, and all your gigs, are they quite well attended? Because your Glastonbury audition that I went to a few months ago, that was pretty much rammed, wasn't it? So
sometimes it's hit and miss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you might go perform and there's like 10 people plus the people you went with in there, or it could just be rammed. I feel at the stage where I am in terms of getting on the circuit, the gigging circuit and whatnot, I can't be too choosy. I just want to perform to whoever wants to come and listen to some good music.
It must be demoralising though if there's only 10 people there.
Nah, definitely not, because you know what? That it's an opportunity to try stuff that you might not be brave enough to try in a packed out venue. Do you get what I mean? And it's more intimate as well. Like there's more dialogue and you can give a bit more explanation to songs, and people are more willing to get involved and make it something rather than sometimes when it's packed. I love it when it's packed. Don't get me wrong, there isn't a better feeling, but sometimes when it's packed, people
expectations might be higher.
Do you know what I mean? It's not so willing sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But most of the time they are. Do you get what I mean? I've been fortunate enough to wherever I've performed, the crowd have been very receptive.
So Strizzy, what gigs have you got coming up?
I've got Glastonbury coming up on
that's next weekend.
Next Sunday, yeah.
So you're on the Sunday.
I'm on the Sunday at 4:00 on the Icon stage.
Yes.
And then in June the 15th, I'm performing at the Wildside Festival. That's in partnership with Derbyshire Wildlife Trust. I performed there last year. It was really good. It was like we was performing in, I believe it was a farm, like a field, like the only thing I can describe it as a farm. There were cows, sheep, everyone, people, but it was just really good. And then I'm also performing at Barefoot Festival. That's from the 26th of July to the 28th of July. So
that's nice as well.
Yeah.
Have you been to Barefoot?
I've never been to Barefoot Festival, but I've heard so many good things about it.
It's a nice intimate little thing. It's really nice, just with a nice little marquee.
Yeah, and it's my kind of thing.
On the floor. Everybody's just sitting down.
This is it.
Yeah,
it's my kind of thing. I'm a bit of a like I'm like a hippie. Do you know what I mean? So Barefoot that appeals to me because of my spiritual base and that.
You've got to wear bare feet though. No shoes.
I'm down. I'm taking part. I'm jumping knee deep.
No, not allowed that. But yeah.
I'm a part of the scenario and the environment.
Right. Yeah.
Strizzy, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Sadly, we're going to have to let you go today, but we hope you do come back to us and share more of your music in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Just finally, Strizzy, where can listeners get more information about you and your work?
My socials, I've got on my Well, check out my social. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's all I am Strizzy Strauss, or type in Strizzy Strauss in the search bar. I've got an EP out right now called The Art of Summarising Live on Spotify, Bandcamp, all digital outlets, and I've got a few CDs, so if you want a CD, message me and I can get that out to you. And I've just finished actually recording and getting my album mixed and mastered, trust the process. So we're just getting the artwork, the videos done, and we're looking to release that this summer.
Fantastic, Strizzy. Finally, Strizzy, can I ask you to introduce the second track you kindly shared with us today, How You Mean? Yeah,
this second track is called How You Mean. And it's like sometimes people will state the obvious. They'll be like, oh, you're putting in work. Well, obviously, do you get what I mean? So, how you mean is basically I'll take on obviously. Do you get what I mean? So, hope you like it. My lyrics them a dapper, I spit it from the heart, I'm a father/rapper. An artist on a mission, hitting targets with precision. Scoping out the scenes, strategizing my position. When brothers come with gimmicks, I don't dig it, yo I skip it. Jumping over obstacles on rhythms I envisage. Something they could never touch, something they could never budge. I do this thing effortless, on it since the genesis. Used to move like savages, anything to flash a bit. Now I've come of age, my brothers trying to snack a bit. Stay away from negatives, take it where they never did. So when I look back, I can say, yo, I did a thing, tried a thing, vibed a bit, ran with the livest kids, went away, came back. Now I move with righteousness, writing down my life with bigs, talking about the life we live, walking what a brother spits, doing stuff to show the kids. They say I'm putting in work, I am me. They say they're feeling my verse, I am me. They say it's nearly my turn. They say it's deeper than words. Them brothers claiming they're spitters. Forever talking like killers. I swear them brothers are fibbers. Strizzy Strauss is the realest. Up the levels, you gotta get it in. It's no excuses when you're living where a brother lives. It's what he said, then they put him in the bin. Put him in a cage, hit a brother with a 10. Now I'm in the ends, politicking on a come up. Used to be a runner, now I walk with a buck. Never was a stunner, now they stop and they watch. Keep a brother style and they feel what I'm online. Every day a brother's hustling, leg work, trying to get the muscle in. I know the struggle, mommy used to cook with it. Corned beef to stop the stomach rumblings. I'm on a humble ting, them on a front end ting. We ain't the same, they'd rather stun than billeting. I'm trying to get it in, like they never did, and put the team on, like a proper king. Yeah, they say I'm putting in work. They say they're feeling my verse. They say it's nearly my turn. They say it's deeper than words. Them brothers claiming they're spitters. Forever talking like killers. I swear them brothers are fibbers. Strizzy Strauss is the realest. I do it for the strugglers, for the hustlers, for the mothers in the ends with empty cupboards. You ain't one of us, it's pretty obvious. The way you speak makes me know you're trying to copy us. Strugglers anonymous, hustling is a part of us. Mommy showed the way cause daddy didn't have the heart for it. Didn't wanna part with us, their arguments. I built a grudge, now I'm good, man, I'm calm with it. I came far with it, a smarter kid, armed with it. A lion heart, man, I'm doing what my father did. I got the heart for this, them brothers, they're a heartless. I'm in my prime, man, I'm strong like Artemis. I'm gonna shine, regardless. Ain't no ifs or buts or thoughts I can't win. I'm on that lift to success, I got my targets. Being one with myself and not a half-wit. They say I'm putting in work. They say they're feeling my verse. They say it's nearly my turn. They say it's deeper than words. Them brothers claiming they're spitters. Forever talking like killers. I swear them brothers are fibbers. Strizzy Strauss is the realest.
We go together, better than birds of a feather, you and me. We change the weather, yeah. I'm feeling heat in December when you round me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you. About you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, don't complicate it. Yeah, cause I know you and you know everything about me. I can't remember all of the nights I don't remember when you're around me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you. About you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. On top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo tattoo inside my brain, and maybe you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. Any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you. About you, about you, about you. And you make it a typical me, break my typical rules. It is true, I'm a sucker for you. I'm a sucker for you.
We are live, local and loud here on Radio Fox, and we are suckers for local music. And it's our live, local and loud spot today. Our second guest is raring to go. It's Andrew Moran, and he's going to play us a track. Andrew, take it away.
There's a light, certain kind of light that never shone on me. Want my whole life to be, to live with you, to live with you. There's a way everybody says to do each and every little thing. What good does it bring if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, and baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I loved you. In my brain, I see your face again. I know my frame of mind. Why you got to be so blind? And I'm blind, so very blind. I'm a man. Can you see what I am? I live and I breathe for you. What good does it do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I loved you.
That was Andrew Moran performing live here on Radio Fox with a track called To Love Somebody. Andrew, that song kind of sounded familiar. Is it fair to say that was a cover version?
It was a cover version, in fact. I basically heard this song. Someone else covered it. I'm not too sure on the band. I think it was a Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah,
actually,
it's been covered by many people.
Yeah, but there was a famous cover with Damien Rice.
Yeah.
Who did it live, and I kind of picked that sort of version up and just kind of...
I'm sure your dad may have played the Led Zeppelin version once or twice at home. Maybe that's... We do have Dad in the studio as well. Always great to see parents supporting young and upcoming musicians. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Andrew, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you're relatively young for a musician that's, kind of where you are. So maybe just introduce yourself a little bit.
I go to a college at the minute that specialises in music, which is called BIM, which I recommend to anyone that wants to do music or, wants to do it in the future. I'm doing the vocal course at the minute, which is going very well. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm learning quite a lot.
Whereabouts is that? Is it?
It's in Birmingham,
right.
Digbeth area.
So Andrew, when you go to college, like a music college, is it a bit like what you see on the telly where, everyone brings their own style and some of them go away being really big stars? I mean, there used to be a series in the 1780 called Fame,
Fame,
Is that kind of how it works? Is there a lot of discipline? Do they teach you?
Everyone, it's kind of like that. I think that's kind of a bit commercialised, that sort of thing. It's very different. There's a lot of work going into it. You're not always going to be good. I think that's that's what you need to kind of learn. I think that you need to kind of develop it more, and kind of get better over time, and then end up where you are in a way.
So do you also write your own music?
I'm beginning to. In fact, I'm starting to create sort of music styles. At the minute, I'm creating music, sort of like instrumentals, which I'll be doing later, which I'm going to enjoy to do. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So why do you do instrumentals? Have you thought about writing your own lyrics?
I've started to. It's kind of like leading up to it, so I'm making these ideas and everything like that. I've always kind of been creative with the guitar. I've always kind of created things, and I think later on, like I'm actually kind of working on something now. But like it isn't like finished yet. But I'm gonna try and get it done. But
you're only young, aren't you? You haven't got many life's experiences yet.
I think it's quite challenging at times. I think for people wanting to write lyrics and stuff like, especially for solo musicians that like if a band has a lot of ideas and a lot of communication with other people. If you're doing solo, it's quite a challenge, but I'll get there.
How long have you been performing? Because we know you're young, but I'm just curious as to how long you've been.
I've been performing for 6 years or something like that.
Wow, already?
Yeah, since I was quite very young. I do a lot of gigs around Leicester, like the Shed, Soundhouse. Performed at the Donkey once, which was very entertaining. And I did Glaston Budget last year.
Okay. What have you got on the schedule in the near future?
I'm doing a acoustic session set in at the Shed this week, I think on Wednesday.
Okay.
Which is going to be really fun. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm just doing different open mic nights around. I perform at the Soundhouse on Tuesdays.
Fantastic.
Quite a bit, which starts at 7:30. So if anyone wants to come down, I totally recommend it. We would
always encourage people to come and support local music. That's what our message is on the show. So where can people get more information about your work?
So I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram. My Facebook is at Andrew Moran Musician. It's all one word. Also my Instagram is Moran's Music page on Instagram. My website's andrewmoran.uk.
Fantastic.
And when are you playing at Glaston Budget next weekend?
I'm not playing this week actually. I decided not to, but maybe in the near future I might begin to do it. Yeah.
Kevin, it's a shame you're not on the selection panel because yours was a when rather than if. So maybe next year we'll get Kevin on there, and then it'll be more formality that you'll be playing.
Yes.
Andrew, it's been brilliant. Thanks for coming along today.
I appreciate it.
You're going to play a second number for us. Do you want to kind of introduce it for us? And do come back and join us again on another show.
I'd love to. So this is something I created. So I hope you enjoy. It's kind of inspired by Who Was You. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Radio Fox. Jazz Minhas.
Love Radio Fox.
Golden lines in golden square, salutations fill the air, oh gravity, it follows me wherever I go. Find the child inside of me, his rusty key will set him free, oh gravity, it follows me wherever I go. Singing high, singing low, sending arrow to your heart. Is your lips with 1,000 kisses. Pinch your pocket, learn to tie. I don't care if you stay my gravity. Stay close to me wherever I go. In my heart you'll always be the greatest love that I could feel, oh gravity. Stay close to me wherever I go.
Everybody's got to be automatic in your electrical romantical. Trying to find headway through the static. Gotta give myself some peace. Nobody wants that grief. Come on, you and me, yeah, we're gonna find a way, yeah. And you need me, so unplug yourself, let go of the electrical romantical. I don't wanna be without you anyway. Nobody does it better. I don't wanna be without you anyway. Nobody does it better than me. You only live online. Unplug yourself, let go, come be a friend of mine. I'll keep your tan alive. The water's warm and beautiful, just come outside. You and me, yeah, we're gonna find a way, yeah. And you need me, so unplug yourself, let go of the electrical romantical. I don't wanna be without you anyway. Nobody does it better. I don't wanna be without you anyway. Nobody does it better than me. In your heart, in your soul, get off your phone. In your heart, in your
seeing no one nice again like you, Mama. You, Mama. You. If I ever get out of here, thought of giving it all away to a registered charity. All I need is a pint today. If I ever get out of here, if we ever get out of here. Well, the rain exploded with a mighty crash as we fell into the sun. And the first one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. Band on the run, band on the run. And the jailer man and Sailor Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run, band on the run, for the band on the run, band on the run. Well, the undertaker drew a heavy sigh, seeing no one else had come. And a bell was ringing in the village square for the rabbits on the run. Band on the run, band on the run. And the jailer man and Sailor Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run, band on the run. Yeah, the band on the run, the band on the run, band on the run, band on the run. Well, the night was falling as the desert world began to settle down. In the town they're searching for us everywhere, but we never will be found. Band on the run, band on the run. And the county judge who held a grudge will search forevermore for the band on the run, the band on the run, band on the run, band on the run.
That is Paul McCartney, Wings, and Band on the Run. And the next band we have for you, they're in fact the opposite. They've kind of run into the studio. They've not run away from us, not yet anyway. And they're going to pose one impossible question. That's the name of the track, and the name of the band is One Town Over. Take it away, guys.
Thank you. How often you love someone, even when or how or why you love them. It's the way you love them that stays. Let's all gently bleed. Let's all gently sleep. Let's all gently fade away as our souls grow cold tonight. Do you still keep it with you? Does it keep you warm at night? The piece of my heart that you stole from me, keep it safe along with the rain. Let's all gently bleed. Let's all gently sleep. Let's all gently fade away as our souls grow cold tonight. Tell me when you sleep, the secrets that you keep, I hear them all and I see them all. But there's still no answer from you when you lay down your soul tonight. It's that one impossible question, keep it safe along with the rays. Let's all gently bleed. Let's all gently sleep. Let's all gently fade away. The souls grow cold. Yeah. Let's all bleed. Let's all sleep. You know we ain't gonna fade away as our souls grow cold. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Too kind.
We welcome to Live Local and Loud, our first outing on Radio Fox, a band called One Town Over. Very catchy name.
Pleasure
Welcome
to
to the
be
show,
with you.
guys.
Thank you.
One impossible question. Well, that was the name of the track.
Yep.
We'll try not to ask you too many more questions of that nature. Yeah, tell us about the band. How did you guys get that name, One Town Over? Sounds a very catchy name.
Wow, there's a story. We had a few. Originally, it started on Mike on the vocals, and it originally started out with me and Brett, and we were just kind of Mike and Brett. Yeah. I think we were then 40 Lights for a short while, and then we just didn't kind of.
We were just for a long time. We were just sort of searching for a name that was catchy, but simple, didn't really mean anything. But just something people would remember.
Yeah, so
it just came to us. And
where are you playing next? Oh, just One Town Over. So that's something as simple as that.
But yeah, effective. So talking about names, did you want to do a bit of a roll call? Tell us who you are.
Sorry, I'm Mike on the vocals. We have Brett
on guitar,
and we have Guy who is playing the cajon today. But he is our drummer, and we have Ian, our wonderful bassist. We have got another guitarist, Nick, but unfortunately he couldn't be here today. But he sends his best and hopes everything goes well. So, but yeah, that's us.
So, how do you describe your sort of genre of music, your style?
Now that is a question we do get asked a lot. I don't know.
It's difficult. It's
a lot of different
influences. And
yeah.
A lot of different mix of music.
Anything from folk to rock.
Definitely more acoustic based, but it is got quite a lot of rock influence as well. A little bit of Americana influence. So I always kind of describe it as an acoustic Americana folk.
And you write all your own music? You do covers?
We do. It's mainly our own, but we have done again. I think Damien Rice has been mentioned today, and we're actually at the Glaston budget, which I know we're going to come on to. We're going to sneak a cheeky little Foo Fighters cover with our own slant.
Fantastic.
On it. So.
And how long have you guys been performing?
Me and Mike have been sort of working together and writing music for about 25 years.
Wow. Okay. And in your current form?
Well, again, Ian's been sort of over sort of 12 years. We did have another chap on guitar, but unfortunately family commitments, he had to move away, so now we've got Nick. And the final piece of the puzzle to really give it a little bit more of a rock edge. What we're doing today is very much stripped back, but Guy here has joined us on drums, and it's just been the perfect sort of fit for us to really go out there and just a little bit more of a sort of a
fuller sound.
Yeah, fuller sound. So, and that's what we're going to be doing at.
And in your music, is there kind of like a message? Is there an influence?
Well, I've always said that I tend to not. I write the lyrics and Brett does a lot of the music, or most of the music. I can never really write songs about happy things. See, that is it, yeah.
Even our happy sounding songs.
So the message is non-happy things. That's a pretty wide choice,
soulful,
really.
No, soulful things.
Yeah.
You know, lost love, lamenting, the usual sort of.
I suppose it's like the news. Nobody wants to hear news about happy stuff. They want to hear, you know.
Well, that's why it's always
blowing
"and
up
finally"
everywhere.
on the news. You know, so.
So what have you got sort of lined up in terms of gigs coming up?
Well, we have got Glaston Budget next weekend, but we are on the Saturday night on the Icon stage.
Nice. What time?
We are on at
7:45,
and we're on for about 35 minutes. So
Fantastic.
catch us there. But I mean, again, it's there's going to be a lot of. Obviously, it's a covers kind of festival. However, the tribute acts there, was there last year. Absolutely superb,
phenomenal.
absolutely, and the beauty of it is there is a place for original bands.
Yeah, there's lots of original bands,
There's
aren't
so
there?
much, so much good stuff on there.
Yeah, it's
this
so much
year
more
as
than a
well.
tribute festival.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really just year and year. It goes from strength to strength. You know.
And we're also doing the main stage at Western Park Festival.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Summer.
Yes. What day?
Is that in July sometime?
July.
Yeah.
I like that festival.
We're
as well.
actually. It's a
we played
great.
the main stage there last year.
Right.
And we're actually third from.
Third from last.
Yeah. So yeah, third from last this year. So really looking forward to that.
And how can listeners reach your work?
We have a Facebook page,
Which is One Town Over.
And that's about it, really.
Yeah, at the minute, because as just briefly, we are working on our long-awaited album. Basic Brett here is building a studio. Build it and we will record.
Yeah.
And so hopefully towards the end of this year, certainly should have an EP out, and working towards early next year having a full album out.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
I was going to say, in terms of new music, just to close things off, what can we look forward to?
Well, funnily enough, a lot of the stuff that we have got has been stuff that's been written over the past sort of 10, 20 years. We've got an album worth, full of really good stuff. So once that's sort of in the can and done, we will be writing. I mean, it's going to be new to everybody else out there, but to us, but that's another good thing about the longevity of our music. We've been playing some of these songs 15, 20 years, and they are still fresh to us. So, we hope that carries out to the audience as well. And, so.
Fantastic, guys. It's been a real pleasure, and thank
you ever so much for
coming
having
in. I hope you'll keep sharing your music with us. You'll come and see us again on a future show.
We'd love to.
You're going to play us out with the track. Can you introduce it for us?
This one is called To What We Aspire. It's quite a more of an up-tempo one, but we'll give it a go for you.
And here it is.
Thank you.
Fences kept up well for a while. To utter a word to any soul in the style. Stop trying to goad me, taunt me. You don't want this, but let's travel from day to day. Hope we're going in the right direction. Let's glide from tree to tree, and maybe we'll fulfill some time. Keep out the way, just let it slide. Ain't worth tearing it all up, don't go. Don't go. Good times can roll and roll on. Avoid those houses and those holes. that they're there for us all. Be told once and listen. Keep your space and hold your tongue. It'll be just fine, but never cross the line. Keep out of the way, or let it slide. Ain't worth tearing it all open. Don't you go down that dead-end street. We can all have what we aspire to. Even if they're only dreams, dream them, hope them, make them true, but never let go. Never let them go. Don't you go down the dead-end street. We can all have what we aspire to. Even if they're only dreams, dream them, hope them, make them true, but never let go. No, no, never let go. Dream, but you never, never let them go. Yeah, never let them go. Thank you.
Jazz Minhas.
Love Radio 5.